Actually, it tends to always happen when you have guests, like slow drains. Maybe when you take a shower, the water's up to your ankles. Maybe when you brush your teeth, it takes forever to drain. If you have pets, hair, fats, oils, greases, toothpaste, food, all those things junking up our drains. Please, before you call a plumber, try our famous Professor Amos SuperFast Drain Cleaner. This is a 2-pack, has been very popular the last week or so. As you see in your video, you pour it down the drain. It is a super concentrated, super fast formula. In a matter of minutes, you start to hear that glug, 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 and you see everything drain down. It's the most satisfying sound. This formula will actually liquefy hair, toothpaste, food, fat, oil, grease. We're gonna show you, it's the coolest thing without acid or ammonia or animal fats, and it will clean and open up those drains. We're doing a 2-pack. Over 2.5 million bottles of this have been sold in just the last 15 years. Huge customer pick. This is a 2-pack though. They're 32 ounces each. You don't pour the whole bottle down the drain like your typical drain cleaners. You get about, oh my gosh, you get about 12 uses out of each of these bottles. $32.99 is the price, free shipping, and 3 flex payments. And Amos Harp III is here. His dad creates these incredible formulas to help you work smarter, not harder. Amos, welcome back, my friend.
Yes.
Good to see you again.
And
we're dancing because those drains are clean.
Squeeze.
They're open.
Clean.
And there's nothing more satisfying than watching the water actually go down the drain. Hi.
Absolutely. Best feeling ever.
Yes.
I love your sound effects.
Thank you. That's the sound like our shower. Because you'd pay the plumber to come. First of all, just to show up, you're paying them. And they would pull out hair and everything, but then in a matter of a week, it's clogged up again.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not attacking the main issue, the greases and the fats and the oils.
Come on
over here.
Today. Yeah,
Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Super fast drain cleaners, industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines. But this isn't a drain opener. This is different. Okay. This is a drain cleaner. What that means to you is it opens the drain lines and it cleans the drain lines. It cleans the drain lines squeaky clean where there's nothing sticky, there's nothing oily left behind to attract the new clog. Now, SuperFast has an accelerated formula, so it goes to work on contact. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer product. Now, take a look at this degreasing technology.
Okay.
When you get this home, you don't use the whole bottle. You take 4 to 6 ounces. That's it. You pour that right down the drain. That's all you have to do. Now, take a look at this. SuperFast is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns all the food in the drain line into foam.
Look at it. It's liquefying.
It breaks down all the dirt, grease, and oil in the drain line. It turns it all into foam. You see, this science, this degreasing technology is called saponify. That's the dynamic way that it works by turning everything in the drain into foam. Now, the foam, it breaks down into a liquid. You give it about 10 minutes to do that. Inevitably, this will all pass through the drain line when you run hot water. And you run hot water for 5 minutes. That drain line, it comes back, and it comes back squeaky clean.
You're talking about my sound effects. Look at yours.
Happy dance.
People love this. And in fact,
so good.
Pet grooming places, hair salons, hotels, casinos, like really big corporate places started using your formulas because they work so well. This brand is incredible.
Yep, commercial application. You can use it residentially in the hotels, in the motels. You can use it everywhere. But here's what's happening. Let me paint the perfect picture for you.
Okay.
When you get a clog at home, usually you're in a panic state of mind. You'll do just about anything to get those drain lines open. So when you run out to the local store and you get a consumer product like this, you're doing more damage than good. And I'm going to explain that. Products like these are highly corrosive. They may contain acid, they may contain ammonia, bleaches, and animal fats. And the other thing I want you to think about, they tell you to pour half this bottle right down the drain. Well, that's a lot of chemicals that you're pouring down the drain line. It's so much. Now take a good close look at what's happening. 90% of the chemicals, they trickle, they ooze, they creep, they get right past the clog, and it all ends up down here at that curve unit. You see, this curve unit, it's designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating through your house. The chemicals are sitting there building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me explain this. It's cold out, Michelle. You at home, it's cold. Your drain lines are cold too. Now, when they go from extremely cold to hot fast, from the chemicals, they'll crack, and that could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. I'm gonna leave this sit for a minute. We're gonna come right back to it. Let's move on over to test tube number 3. And for you at home, I want you to count to yourself right now. 4 to 6 ounces down the drain, and I want you to see how fast it works. How long does it take for this proprietary formula to go to work? Well, you'll see. 10 seconds or less. or less. It's already...
That's when you start seeing the bubbles come through. You hear the glug, 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 things going down. Look at this. It is the neatest technology. This is like the most fascinating cleaning hour ever.
100%.
It's all about innovation from our today's special to this as well. And we're not using acid or ammonia.
That's right.
So if you have septic tanks, old pipes, if you've got clay pipes,
yes.
if you have an RV, if you have a vacation home that you want to make sure you're not only cleaning but maintaining those drains and those pipes, this is safe to use on all of those.
Absolutely. Since you mentioned that, do yourself the biggest favor. Okay. Don't wait for the clog, okay? Because I'm going to explain something in about 2 seconds. We're going to get to it. But you have fats, oils, and greases down in your drain line, and they build and build and build till there's a clog. Don't wait for the clog. Use this for preventative maintenance. Maintenance and clean with this because, like Michelle just told you, no acid, no ammonia, no animal fats. You can use this weekly or bi-weekly for opening the drain lines. And it doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's last week's food, last month's food, or even last year's food. It's hardened and solidified in the drain line. It breaks it all down in the foam.
And the other one's still sitting there.
Didn't go anywhere, did it, Michelle?
Everything's just like built up here. You know how much money that is down the drain too when they tell you to dump the entire bottle?
Yes.
Don't do that to yourself.
Yes. All right, so here, I'm gonna get right to rinsing. Okay, so let me explain what happened. Everything has been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. It's all been broken down by being saponified. Now you run hot water and you run it for about 5 minutes and you'll see that drain line comes back squeaky clean every time you do it. Look at how crystal clear.
It goes.
I love it. And that's what you want because you don't want anything left behind for the bugs to feed on. You don't need a food source down there for the bugs and critters or anything to create the drain gas or drain odor.
And that's why you feel like it clogs up again immediately because you might have pushed things down, but you didn't clean the pipe or clean the drains, right?
So it's still very sticky or very oily on the inside of there. Let me show you this. This right here, this is known as the dirtiest place in the whole house. This is the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ew.
That's why it smells so gross.
It does. You don't even know how bad that smells for you at home. Listen, 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch. That's what's in the drain line of the kitchen sink. So that's the food source for the bugs and the critters. Listen, it doesn't matter how hard and how solidified, how old it is. When you get the bottle home, don't use the whole bottle. Pour about 4 to 6 ounces down the drain. That's all you need. That's all I put on there. Let the product go to work. And you'll see within seconds, last week's food, last month's food, even last year's food, it's hardened and solidified on the inside of that drain line. Just give it 10 minutes and you'll see it's gonna eat right through there like it's designed to do.
And yet, you're not wearing gloves, you're not wearing goggles, you don't have to crank all the windows open, you don't have to run a fan. This is why people love the Professor Amos formulas so much. We're not hurting and corroding away the pipes that we're pouring this down.
Right. We're not hurting the pipes with no acid, with no ammonia, with no animal fats. Oh, did you see that? It just ate right through it. It's already dissolved. I love it. Let me talk about the second biggest problem. Hair. Hair is the #1 culprit when it comes to your clogs at home. There it is right there. Ugh. If you look down the inside of your drain line, you'll see fats, oils, and greases on the inside of there, okay? Now what happens is, Michelle, you at home, you wash yourself, you wash your pets, you wash your cats one time, and that hair just goes down into the drain line. It sticks to those walls till it builds and builds and builds. A nest of hair that's completely choking out the drain line. Nothing can get through there. I say that to say this. If you can see this right here, I want to show you. We have one of the only hair dissolving formulas that we know of here at HSN in the country. And I'm going to pour that over the hair. I want to show you this time lapse, okay? Because if it's pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, even fur in the drain line, it's built up. It takes 10 minutes for it to break down into foam. And remember the term, it's called saponify. So it saponifies the hair like it's designed to do. Innovative cleaning technology.
I've got updates for you. You're so excited, I love it. All right, they play music anytime we move. We have auto ship on this. We've got about 150 left in the auto ship because it is a great value. Think about this. You're saying you only need 4 to maybe 6 ounces per application. Yes. A bottle is 32 ounces and you're getting 2 of them. So when we talk about bang for your buck, I mean, what would you spend on the super corrosive, full of chemical junk that you find at every other store? Yes. And then you got to dump the entire bottle down a week
hurts.
later, it's clogged up again.
It hurts.
You could cause cracks in your pipe,
Yes.
right? There's a reason that this is so popular all the time. So if you want the auto ship, that's how you lock in the sale price, and you can control how often you receive it. This one, we do 4 shipments a year. So February, April, October, and December. You keep the $32.99, you keep the free shipping. So only 150 people are gonna get that. We have plenty of single ship if you wanna scoop that up. What else do you wanna show us?
I love it. Okay, so when it comes to SuperFast drain cleaner, there's no job too big or too small. These drain lines right here, these represent the bigger drain lines, the ones that run from under your house out to the sidewalk down to city sanitation. I'm gonna do a side-by-side, 4 to 6 ounces in test tube number 2 of the SuperFast. Now, test tube number 1, I'm gonna use this big old yellow consumer product from the store, the home store, one of the depots.
I can smell it from here.
It's bad. It's bad. They tell you pour half the bottle. Well, I'm stepping it up a notch, Michelle. Here's the whole bottle down the drain line. Now let me explain what's happening. If you see how it's coming up, back up out of there, that's exactly what happens in your home. You see, these products make heat. When you have heat in your drain lines, it makes things hot and it starts to expand. When things expand, it starts coming back up into your tubs. It starts coming back up into the sinks. You don't want chemicals and gook and debris coming back up on you.
I want this.
We want that right there.
Disappearing in front of our faces.
No heat index. Cool, calm, and collective, getting the job done, the innovative cleaning technology. I'm talking about that cleaning power from Professor Amos.
Everybody's got that one drain in the house. Maybe it's the shower. Maybe it's the sink. My parents, it's the sink. Every time they brush their teeth, it all just sits. And think about shaving cream and toothpaste and hair from shaving and all of the stuff.
My goodness.
Everybody's got one of those drains. You only have to give this 10 minutes to see if it works for you. We've got a 30-day return policy.
If you don't
There's
love
a reason millions of these have been sold in the last 15 years here at HSN because it works, you guys. It works.
Absolutely.
It's a customer pick. Read those reviews and see what it can do for you. Look at this.
If you don't love it, that's what I wanted to say. If you don't love it, you know, you can send it right back.
Absolutely.
This is going to get the job done. Not one time. It's going to get it done every time. If you're just tuning in, let me explain this. SuperFast has an accelerated formula, so it works on contact. You're not waiting 30 minutes like the consumer products from the store. Now, SuperFast is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns the food into foam. It turns all the dirt, all the grease, all the oil into drain line. It breaks it down into foam. That's called saponify. Just let the product do the work so you don't have to. Work smarter, not harder.
When your dad developed this, you guys must have been dancing like crazy because this is so innovative.
How you think I'm so good? How you think?
It's like, seriously. And then we talked about it and you're like, people use this in RVs, with septic systems, if you have clay pipes, apartments, dorms, older homes, hair salons, pet groomers. Everybody loves this stuff, you guys.
Let me talk to this. Okay, so when you have a clog at home, normally you'd have standing water. We have a thick consistency. It's perfect. It gets through the standing water and it gets down to that clog. And remember, it has an accelerated formula. So now you're not waiting 30 minutes for this to go to work. It starts to work in 10 seconds. Within 10 minutes, Michelle, you at home, your drain lines start burping. They start gurgling. It makes that suction sound when something goes down. If your drain lines don't sound like that, then something's not right. You want to hear that all the time. Now, let me just go test tube number 2 here, the consumer product from the store. And let me explain this again. If you're using products like these from your home stores, your depots, they're highly corrosive. Products like these may contain acid. They may contain ammonia, animal fats, and stuff like that. These are highly corrosive materials. Now, you pour that down a drain. 90% of the chemicals trickle, ooze, and creep, get right past the clog, and it ends up down here at that curve unit. That curve unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up into your house, but the chemicals sit there building heat. So remember, corrosive materials make heat. You don't want heat in your drain line, especially when your drain lines are very cold, because when they go from cold to hot fast, they'll crack. We don't want to crack. Not right now. It's too cold for a crack.
Hey, last call on auto ship, by the way. We've got a couple dozen left. If you want to get that, you can lock it in. You lock in free shipping, you lock in the price, and you'll receive this again in February, April, October, and December. So make sure you lock that in while you can, because people love this. There's never a time you won't need it. Even if your drains aren't clogged, it's great for maintenance too, right?
It's great for maintenance. Don't wait for the clog, because it's not if, it's when, and things build up. You know, right now it's the holidays. We're having all that good stuff going down the drain, and it's building. Okay, so what I want to explain here is your designer sinks. You'd think about that. You think twice before you use a consumer product like that. that because it would damage that finish on that glass, or maybe the fixtures there, it would rust them out.
Yeah, I've seen them turn like copper color before.
Right, and they start rusting. Now you have rust stains everywhere. So 4 to 6 ounces down the drain, that's all you need. If you come down below, it doesn't hurt anything up top, right? But look at the cleaning power. Look at the innovative cleaning technology. It's going to work on the toothpaste, the hair products, the lotions, the potions. While we're down there, what's it safe for? It's safe on the galvanized steel drain lines, older homes, newer homes. The PVC drain lines represent the air conditioning lines, the copper drain lines. And remember, if you have a septic tank, if you have a boat tank, it's safe on the black tank and the gray tank. No problem. I use it all the time on my RV. Now, septic systems, use it in there too. It's totally safe for the septic system.
I mean, it doesn't get better than that, you guys. I'm so happy that you were here for this hour. This is that kind of thing. Don't call the plumber yet. Try this first, okay? Because if it's something like this, SuperFast is gonna take care of it for sure. So you will be dancing all the way to the bank with the money you didn't have to spend. I swear you call a plumber and it's like you lose money just by making the phone call.
Service call.
Yes, thank you so much, my friend. Last call on auto ship. That's gonna be it. We've got a handful left. Plenty of single ship though to go. Did you see our Today Special? If you missed it, you guys, thousands gone, almost 3,000 at this point. First time ever is a Today Special. It's called the Handy Mop. This is the coolest thing. So you get it wet. It's a special material and it will activate it. It will dust, sweep, mop, clean and dry your floors, your baseboards. You want to take this in the bathroom, get behind the furniture, underneath the bed. It's going to do it all for you, and we're doing the biggest bundle I've ever seen. You get the Handy Mop, you get 2 of the mop heads, you get 2 handy sponges, same technology in handheld form, and you get a pair of these really fun handy dusters I've been wearing on my shoes to help dust and dry around your house for $22.99. Look how cool these things are. So if you want to be one of the thousands to pick it up, this is the best value ever, and it's only for 24 hours. It's on our homepage at hsn.com. We'll be back with more after this.
Celebrate the new year with a whole weekend of